Hi everyone, this is Steve Crosby. Thanks for joining me on this, our second installment on the issue of charismatic gifts and the cessation or not thereof. Kind of notice a little different background here. We're going a little more informally today to talk to you just from my comfy chair. And in this issue, I want to talk about this installment, I want to talk to you about the gifts of the Spirit. Imagine trying to bake a cake. The objective was to bake a cake, and you had sugar and flavoring and maybe a little bit of salt and an egg and butter, and you mixed it all up and you cooked it. What would be the outcome? Would it be anything that you'd want to eat? Of course not. And why not? Because it's missing an ingredient. Can't make a cake without flour. It doesn't matter how good the other ingredients are. Without flour, you don't have a cake. And it's the same way with the gifts of the Spirit, all of them. There are some folks that think that you can cut out or remove some of the gifts of the Spirit and still have a cake left. If you remove some, you've removed all and you don't have a cake. It's very interesting to me that the gifts of the Spirit are what theologians call concretions, the concrete manifestations that Jesus Christ is really resurrected from the dead. It's interesting to me that those who believe that certain gifts have passed away, let's say sign gifts, miracles, healings, that sort of thing. If you believe that, what you're left with are the so-called gifts that are all based out of the mind or out of the speech or out of kindness to other people. Preaching, teaching, exhortation, giving, and that sort of thing. Well, here's the deal. People who don't even know the Lord can do all those things. Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons and Seventh-day Adventists all preach and teach, and it doesn't mean it's supernatural. It's embarrassing to have to to try to persuade people that Jesus is really alive from the dead, and all we have is rhetoric and Bible talk. Here's what happens. Our carnal nature doesn't like to be embarrassed. It doesn't like to feel naked. So what charismatics tend to do is tend to fake those gifts or to hype those gifts. And what non-charismatics tend to do is dismiss those gifts. Whether you fake them or whether you hype them, you don't have a cake and you have nothing worth eating. That's my premise, major premise in this entire book, Your Empowered Inheritance Now, which is available at stevecrosby.com. And you can go there and you get it in any format. And it's also the premise of this particular installment of this blog series. So if this sounds interesting to you, check out the blog, leave a comment or two, check out the book, and I'll see you again the next time. Thanks.